What's it like to see the future, the burden of precognition? Hi, I'm Dick Allgire of Future Forecasting Group. Every month, we do a prediction of monthly events using remote viewing, which is a psychic skill developed by the U.S. military many years ago. They use a protocol which teaches normal people to be able to perceive things across space and time. So we use this at Future Forecasting Group as a predictive tool. And we have a feature where every month the remote viewers try to see ahead what the top news stories will be. And then we publish that out for our subscribers, and they're able to watch it unfold as we had predicted. And one of the events that we predicted a month ago was a torrential downpour. This is my work, where I said this is going to be like a once in a lifetime rainstorm that causes massive flooding and disruption, and I felt it would be in the American Southwest. Edward Reardon's work was even more accurate, where he described people being swept away by a raging river. Here's the actual documented, published session that we published before the event.
In a violent water event, crashing, these people were crashing in the rocks, tree limbs, in the water with the people. That could be like the headline, summer vacation tragedy. Like if it reminded me of like a violent water, like people in rafting, and they get swept away. Maybe like what they see here in the Southwest, where the floodwaters just quickly come rushing in. But that was what it was feeling like to me, like violent river death or something along those lines. But it could be flood related, because the perception in that were trees and limbs that were going through this violent.
Are you back? Okay. We lost you for another second there, but you're back.
Man. Sorry, guys.
And then after we published that, of course, the terrible tragedy in Texas, many, many children missing, huge loss of life. It's being called a biblical flood, something they've never seen before to this extent. Edward Reardon, how you doing? It's got to be emotional seeing something that you had forecast that is this tragic. How does that weigh on you?
This one's pretty heavy. I mean, just because of the event is horrendous, but that it's so close to me.
How far are you from that event? You're in Austin.
Yeah, Kerrville, which caught the worst of it, it's about 3 hours north of me, and then a town just north of me here, Leander, they got hit really bad too, and they're literally 15, 20 minutes north of me. They got turned upside down too.
Generally with me, when I'm doing the remote viewing, I have a sense of detachment, or it doesn't seem real. It's kind of the full impact of it doesn't hit you when you're witnessing it as a remote viewer. But then when you see the news and it confirms it, that's when I get the PTSD event. How's it work with you?
It really just depends on the subject matter. Like when we're doing our monthly events every week, or we're working a target that's heavy, but we don't know at the time. We're just doing our best to do the remote viewing. Once it comes to pass, then, and usually it's when we're going over the debrief is where it becomes heavy, because we're going through it. But it really kind of depends on, for me, on the subject matter. And if it was just a big flood or something like that, I would have been like, "Oh yeah, there was that flood thing." But like in that sketch, the people were like getting swept away, and the fact that it was children is, I mean, I have to continually try to detach, because what if I had a kid and it was my kid or children? I don't even know what I would do, man.
Yeah. Well, this one's being called biblical. It was like once in 100 years. I heard some people saying this river has never flooded like that. So, in recorded history. So, yeah, unfortunately, that was quite a hit you had. You had that, and I had the downpour too. Interesting, because I don't think when the military developed remote viewing that we don't know the secret applications, but to my knowledge, it wasn't primarily used as a precognitive thing. That was kind of discovered accidentally. But at Future Forecasting Group, we rely heavily on that, and it's not easy, is it?
No, it's not. And you know, it's just so funny when we're doing the work. You know, it's like with these um, monthly prediction ones. You know, they're just kind of like zipping by, and you're just doing your best to maybe grab one and draw it out as best you can. And but when something happens, I remember like a couple years ago there was that garlic festival or something like that. You had a
Yeah.
shooting at a festival, and it was just really terrible. And you know, something that when it happens, you know, it's coming almost like you were there, you know.
Yeah, well, um I had a really good experiential, like, wow, there's all these banners and booths and everything, and then everybody's running. And I drew that and we put it in, and I forgot about it. And then I was watching the news and I saw it and I recognized it because I had seen it before. And I went, God, why did I know that? And I went and looked at my work, and that's when I was at my computer breaking down, sobbing, like, oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that flood had to be heavy for you because like you said, we do one after another, and the impact is just like, well, another vision that we had, and then when it comes true, it's not
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
I'm really trying really not to think about it too much, because if I look at the image, let me pull it up real quick. So here's the image, and
And you, yeah,
when I think that these are children and they're dying, I just I can't even stay there long, you know. In a summer vacation tragedy like that, I can't even really I can't even I don't even want to go there,
yeah.
man. You know.
Well, think of better things. You also had the Spider-Man on the
That
climbing the
was
walls.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Edward. I just want to check in with you that that was a good bit of remote viewing. Congratulations, and we're very sorry, and we're sorry for the families, and it's a terrible
Yeah.
tragedy. But
I tell you, man, yesterday, the past 2 days here, you know, when that was going on north of us, and our alarms are going off on our phone, flash flood warning, and we're just, you know, we're it's right here. I mean, I'm in it too. Luckily, it looks like it's all gone, but you know, we were right close. We were real close to some serious destruction.
all right, man. Take care, and
Thanks.
all right. See ya. Bye bye.